Hello everyone and welcome live from a sold-out State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. It is Survivor Series. More importantly right now, the Survivor Series pre-show. Coming your way here tonight, one of the matches involving all three brands here this evening. This one going to be an interesting one between the three tag team champions of every respective brand. Supremacy representing Monday Night Raw, the Dangerous Alliance representing SmackDown, and the D.C.C representing ECW. Without further ado, let's get Survivor Series underway. And first out will be the two-time United States champion and one half of the World Tag Team Champions over on Monday Night Raw, the Freak Lars Sullivan, heading towards the ring here this evening as we get ready for the biggest Survivor Series, I think, of all time. What a plethora of entertainment we have to come away on that main show. Two title matches coming up for us, but of course, the bigger matches are stacked, absolutely stacked. And we all know, of course, what main event is to come our way as well. But this match came about as a result of the tag team partner of this man, the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin, wanted to prove that Supremacy was the most dominant and the greatest tag team in this entire company, and so challenged the Dangerous Alliance and the D.C.C to a triple threat tag team match here at Survivor Series, and that is exactly what is going to come our way. Should be a good one, but I am interested to see what will happen within this ring. Last year when we had the triple threat tag team matchup, I believe it was down for the then ECW Tag Team Champions, who picked up the win, with the other teams involved being American Alpha and the Gorillas of Destiny at that time. And at that time as well, only one of these teams existed, and that was the D.C.C. So experience definitely on the side of the ECW Tag Team Champions, looking to make it a big win for them, and looking to make it back-to-back wins as well for the ECW Tag Team Champions on or at Survivor Series. This match will go towards the final rankings. We have a little simple graphic that we've made here tonight that illustrates the standings. There are going to be 6 brand v brand matches here this evening and the 2 title matches. It could all be wrapped up before the Survivor Series match even takes place here tonight. I believe that only applies though to SmackDown and Raw, not to ECW. However, that is still a big opportunity for both those brands. Of course, talking about brand Supremacy a lot fits in with the name of the tag team, of course, who became the World Tag Team Champions for the second time at No Mercy, defeating Magnum Opus in a rematch that was pretty lopsided due to the involvement of their beast in Supremacy in Brock Lesnar. Dangerous Alliance, though, in their own right, 2 beasts of the Tag Team Champions. The almighty Bobby Lashley and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus won those tag team titles at No Way Out from the Good Brothers. That is no easy feat. The Good Brothers are the most successful tag team in the history of this universe. 5 tag team title reigns to them, the most accumulative days held as tag team champions as well. The Good Brothers have done it all as a tag team in this universe, and the Dangerous Alliance at No Way Out practically walked straight through them on that evening. Of course, it is going to be a busy evening here for the Dangerous Alliance, as Bobby Fish will be in action later on here this evening, taking on the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, in a fantastic match between SmackDown versus Raw. We all saw, well, I hope you all saw the preview for that on the latest edition of the Center of the Universe that came our way a few days before this event. It was a great little preview for us all to get us excited for some of the big matches coming up on this evening. Of course, how we're going to be kicking things off on that evening as well is going to be a pretty interesting one, with the big contest, of course, between Supremacy and Trifecta, another SmackDown vs. Raw contest that we're going to be excited to look forward to. Excited to see take place, as well as the 2 women's factions collide, and the 2 women's champions as well of this universe collide. That one should be certainly fantastic way to kick things off at Survivor Series and a fantastic opportunity for the hard-working women in this universe as well. But here is Celtic Warrior Sheamus making his way out, and you see the shirt there. Tells you where the allegiance of the Tag Team Champions lie, and that is to Paul Heyman, the leader of the Dangerous Alliance. Himself and Bobby Fish have been aligned together now for over 3 years at this point. And they have seen all of the success. Intercontinental title reigns for Bobby Fish and 3 WWE title reigns, including still the longest reigning WWE Championship reign we have seen in this universe. But is that being closed down by Kazuchika Okada, who of course will be involved in our main event later on this evening? 60-minute Iron Man match, Okada, Rollins 2. Folks, you do not want to miss that one at all. That's going to be incredible. Coming our way in the main show of Survivor Series, but that doesn't mean we can skimp over what's to come our way here in the pre-show. The Survivor Series as well. Big opportunity for all the brands to get on the board. Of course, a big opportunity as well for these teams to show why they are the greatest tag team in the company today. It's a really strong opportunity to do it. I mean, you know, could Supremacy prove themselves to be right in what they said? Could Shelton Benjamin show he had a reason for putting the challenge out there and his ego was justified in why he made the challenge towards the Dangerous Alliance and the D.C.C? Can the Dangerous Alliance, who I believe will be the strongest tag team in this contest, prove why they were able to walk through the Good Brothers with such ease at No Way Out? Or can the D.C.C, the most experienced tag team in this triple threat tag team matchup, show why experience is key and why the other teams, as Chris Sabin said on ECW, will hail Sabin? Only pre-show match to come your way this evening, but still a very interesting one, that's for certain. Looking forward to seeing how it goes down here as Survivor Series can get underway with its in-ring action. Triple threat tag team rules apply here. All 6 men legal at one time. First to gain a pinfall or submission will be the winning team. Last time we saw a triple threat tag team matchup, I believe, was all the way back at the Guilty as Charged pay-per-view, I want to say. And the 4 Horsemen surprisingly won the ECW Tag Team titles. So it has been a long, long time since we last saw a triple threat tag team match within this company. Look at the strength of Bobby Lashley right there on the leader of the D.C.C. in Chris Sabin. Planted him with that one. Meanwhile, in the background, Lars Sullivan on Sheamus with a power bomb. A lot of muscle mass expressed within this ring. Benjamin and Sabin, the lightest of the bunch, and I believe Sabin the lightest of the bunch all around as well. Strongest of the bunch, well, it's either Lars Sullivan or Bobby Lashley, that's for certain. Speaking of Lars Sullivan right now, what is he doing to Sheamus there? Oh my goodness, draping him over the ropes and just kneeing him repeatedly in the head. Sheamus falling to the outside. One member of the Dangerous Alliance and one member of Supremacy at ringside. In the ring, the D.C.C have full control right now. Sheamus returns to the ring. And look out here. Good work there by Sabin to get the combination as there's a fireman's carry from Sheamus as well. A lot of moves going on at once in this contest. It's going to be incredibly difficult for one side to gain a sudden pinfall victory over the other. See the elbow there from Sabin on Lashley. Lashley saw all of it and he didn't give a damn about it. Look at the strength though from Sabin. What a German suplex from Sabin onto Bobby Lashley. Fantastic work there from the former NXT champion. And the D.C.C right now have maintained control for a lot of time in this ring. Members haven't been slipping out of the ring. They've been having each other's back whenever possible. It's been really successful so far for the ECW Tag Team Champions. The longest reigning Tag Team Champions. Out of the 3 here. Nice T-bone suplex from Corbin. Cover on Sullivan, but it's only good for 1 there. Northern Light suplex from the gold standard. A lot of accolades in this ring as well. A lot of titles being held by everyone within this ring. Sullivan, as I mentioned, a two-time United States champion. Sheamus, a former world champion. Bobby Lashley, a former world champion as well. Chris Sabin, a former NXT champion. And of course, the current accolades for Benjamin and Corbin with the tag team titles as well. Corbin, on more than one occasion, almost became a world champion in his own right on ECW. But right now, the D.C.C, speaking of them, still controlling the ring here as one member of the Dangerous Alliance and one member of Supremacy are in the ring. Second time I've said that in this contest so far. Look out here in the background. Stabilizer from Corbin. Lifted up Lars Sullivan like he was nothing. Heads into the cover. Corbin looking to give ECW a 1-0 advantage. Oh, there is Benjamin coming to the rescue of Sullivan, but Sullivan looked like he had the shoulder at the same time as well. Speaking of Sullivan, now backdrop there onto Sheamus by the Freak. It was at this event last year for Lars Sullivan where he lost the United States Championship to Hiroki Goto. So Survivor Series, not a very welcome show for the Freak. It's hit the step Enziguri there by Sabin. In the background, meanwhile, so in the foreground, Benja with a Fujiwara armbar on Sheamus trying to finish him up. And there's Corbin coming in with a kick to break that one up. Look at the strength of Sabin there on Bobby Lashley. Fantastic. Sullivan trying to steal the cover, trying to grab victory. Almost did it as well. Corbin missed with his double axe handle in the attempt to make the save. Sabin now on shot of Benjamin. Is he going to look for all hail Sabin? Is he going to look for the cradle shock? He has him up on his shoulders. Sabin's in. Cradle shock and a power bomb from Sullivan as well. Both men are down. Sullivan's down. The opportunity is right there, but maybe the ship has sailed on the D.C.C being able to get the win there. Smart move by Corbin. Getting Lashley out of the ring. Supremacy in the D.C.C, the only ones in. End of days from Corbin. But the ring gets stacked and Sheamus looks to steal the cover. Sullivan there to make the save, however. Tag team partners having one another's back there. It's almost a triple threat in the ring right now. Oh, until Lashley comes running back into the ring, however, giving the Dangerous Alliance a 2-on-1 advantage. Look out here. Big boot in the face from Sheamus. Meanwhile, look at the strength of the almighty Bobby Lashley. Oh, bro kick in the air to Shelton Benjamin. Lashley not looking to finish things off. Maybe it's because of Corbin being in the ring. That was a mistake as Corbin coming out here. Corbin, who recently had to part ways with his signature hair as a result of Chris Sabin saying that sacrifices have to be made in the D.C.C for being unable to fulfill your pledges. That's why you hear at the start every time they make their entrance the phrase "Hail Sabin" being echoed around the arena. And the D.C.C certainly looking to make the tag team divisions and the fellow tag team champions hail Sabin as well. Look at this from Sabin. Oh, deep six as well from Corbin. Big moves on both fronts there. As Benjamin tries to steal a cover, that's not happening. Meanwhile, Sabin's in. Cradle shock on Sullivan. Benjamin sent over the top rope. The D.C.C dominating the ring right now. End of days by Corbin. And the cradle shock ends it. Simultaneous covers and a victory for the D.C.C and ECW. Sabin and Corbin have done it. Supremacy made the challenge, and Supremacy were the ones pinned. 1-0 for ECW. And for the second year in a row, the ECW Tag Team Champions are victorious in the Tag Team title match. That is why the Tag Team divisions hail Sabin. There's the proof in the pudding for you. Raw on 0, SmackDown on 0, ECW on 1. But before we finish off this edition of the pre-show, we have a special word from Raw General Manager, the Stinger. Sting rooting for Raw, and you know he's going to be rooting for Raw in this one. They're two big matches of Survivor Series to come our way. It's going to be Team Roman and Team Gargano, Raw versus ECW in a traditional 4-on-4 Elimination Survivor Series matchup. What a lineup that is. But what a main event it is, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest of all time and the Rainmaker. The rematch we've waited a year for. Seth Rollins back in action against WWE Champion Kazuchika Okada. Non-title, but the right to call themselves the true greatest of all time is on the line in a 60-minute Iron Man match. Folks, you do not want to miss Survivor Series. We'll see you there.